Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to give a quick overview of how I use my 10.5-inch iPad Pro for multitasking, writing, and why I chose this one over the 12.9 model. So let's just open this up and get started. So first, I'll just address why I chose 10.5 inches over 12.9. And it's mainly because this is supposed to be my laptop kind of replacement, right? So I want it to be really portable and really easy to carry with me in my bag. And for me, I just thought the 12.9 was a little bit too large for what I wanted to do, considering I have my 15-inch MacBook right here, MacBook Pro. So I didn't really need something that big. Plus, I also like the size of this because it kind of reminds me of a notebook. Here, I can pull out a notebook really quick. So this is like a typical notebook, and it's bigger than an iPad, but they're pretty close in size. The 12.9 inch to me was just way too large, and I think I'd rather have something smaller than larger anyway, because if I'm going to be carrying this, I really want it to be super portable. That's also why I don't have much on the iPad except for the smart keyboard, because I really wanted it to be light and thin when I was using it. So let's just get into the other things that I wanted to talk about really quick. So first of all, if you have seen my other video, they did replace my smart keyboard. It does rest flat now. It doesn't flap up like it was before. Apple exchanged it for me, which was really nice. And a lot of people are wondering if you can actually multitask efficiently on a 10.5-inch iPad. And I think it's really useful to do. And it's very easy to do too. I don't think you need a 12.9-inch to multitask efficiently at all. Most of the time what will happen is I'm either working on a Word document or Excel or PowerPoint, or I'm on Safari, or I'm looking at my email. I'm doing like some main central task, and then a notification will pop up telling me that I have a new message. So what I can do is I can just go over here and I can click on my messages, and I can quickly view it. I can respond to whoever is messaging me and then continue on with whatever I was doing before. Also, what's really useful here is I can just give you a quick rundown of what apps I can even access from this side. So, you can use YouTube, Twitter, and you can do picture-in-picture mode here too, which I can show in a second. But the calculator is also a really super useful app I use, because you can just pull up a calculator right next to you and quickly do some calculations and go back to whatever you were doing. You don't have to exit out of the app you're already in. You can always pull up other apps too, like messages, music, that kind of stuff. But if we click here, I can access my notes. So right now, if I'm learning about cylinders and surfaces in 3D, I can quickly go through them, see what I need, and type whatever highlights I need. I don't usually do stuff like that. Most of the time, like I said, I'm using multitasking to either check email on the side, or have some other document I may need pulled up on the right side, so I don't have to keep exiting out and going back and forth. So it's just a really convenient way to multitask. And then see, I can just go back to typing in my document, and this can still stay here. I can access books if I really wanted to. Here we go. We have Harry Potter. Sure, I can read that really quick if I want. I mean, realistically, you wouldn't do stuff like that, but it's really nice to have the option there. And like I said, it's super useful when you need to just pull up something else on the side really quick. So now let's go on to writing. So how am I writing on this? I write in portrait mode. I don't write in landscape, because when I'm writing in portrait mode, it feels like an actual notebook. And it feels like a perfect width. So I can just show that really quick. And I do use Notability, and I will make a video comparing that to OneNote. But so like right now, I was doing a bit of Calculus 3, and I was learning about cylinders and surfaces in 3 dimensions, right? And so what I do is I keep it here like this. I use Notability because it keeps the page width fixed, which is super useful. And then you just lay it on the desk or wherever you're on the table, and then you just start writing. And there's palm rejection, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And you can just continue doing, it's just like you're taking regular notes on a regular sheet of paper. Once I actually start my physics class and I start putting this to use, maybe we'll have more experience with it. But so far, that's all I really have to do is just, pull up Notability, start writing, and then I'm good to go. I'll have all my notes saved. I don't have to even click anything. It's easy to switch, what color you want. And if you want to insert these graphs, that's super easy to do too. You just click on here. Hold on, I'll insert one down here. You just click on this, click on stickies, and just do grid, and there you go. Now you can move around your graph, make it bigger, make it longer. You can do basically anything you want with it, and it's really useful. Usually you can make it longer too, but maybe you can't. And then you can change the paper, you can change the grid, you can change the color. You can basically do whatever you could possibly imagine you can do with this. And then here you can organize your subjects on the side here. So I have Calculus 3 here, and then practice test for MCAT and review material for the MCAT that I was just working on too. So it's a really convenient thing to do. So if I'm browsing the web or doing something, you just click on, you can search, sure, I'll just look up iPad Pro, for example, right? You click on here, say I see something important. If I'm making notes for an iPad Pro video, then I just swipe over to the right, exit out of here, click on Microsoft Word. There we go. Let's make this half screen. Fit it like that. There, we can delete this. Go here. Okay, then let's see. I will click center, and I'll start typing iPad Pro. Anything you can do, you can do better, or something like whatever you want. And then you can watch the film, watch the TV ads. Okay, so like I'm not. This is not really useful information, but you see what I'm saying. You can just use Safari, and quickly type whatever you need to type, and it's really useful this way. And then when you're done, you just swipe out, and then it all goes away. One more thing I do have to say, I have started using this for content consumption. So here, what I have here is, we can pull that out. I have Spectacular Spider-Man, which is a great series on here, and then I can just start watching it on here. And I usually, when I'm watching, I take off the smart cover, because it's just really nice to hold this in your hand, because it's so light and it's so thin. It feels really comfortable holding this in your hand to watch anything you want. And obviously you can watch Netflix and YouTube and other things like that too. Yeah, I'll pull up Netflix really quick, and I will do picture-in-picture mode. I'm going to continue watching 30 Rock here. I can just click the home button, and then it stays here on the side. So I can toss it around wherever I want, bring it back out here, move it to that side here. You can even pause it from here, just exit out. You can do what you can do. It's really useful. And I can pull up Microsoft Word again. Here we go. And let me just attach this again. And then I can play this and watch this at the same time. If I need to take notes on a video, for example, like if it's on Netflix particularly, I'm not sure if this works on YouTube, but it definitely works on Netflix. I just watch it and work at the same time. That's about it. I hope this was really helpful. It was just supposed to be a quick rundown. That's basically how I've been using my iPad so far. And my video about OneNote versus Notability will be coming up next. Thanks.